11. Osei Kufuor, I'm back at y'all again. Um, Bear with me, y'all, because the way I tap into things is a little different. When I'm teaching, I teach from a perspective of another lane within the constellations of my brain. My brain and my mind is connected to a universe that is not physical to these eyes right here. So, um, in the rap game, I was told today that 65% of these rappers are not real. They never had a real life. Now, I always talk about how a lot of people got caught and got cloned, but a lot of these rappers that you listen to today were never real in the first place. They are artificial people that was created in a laboratory and downloaded with sound, downloaded with scripts, so that when they go and record and come out into the public, their genetic codes already reflected that which they had in their biological computer. So, a lot of the people that you see signed to Baby from Cash Money, they are artificial intelligence inside of a biochemical structure. Their biology is artificial. These are not real people. They never had natural births. They don't have birth certificates. They were created in a laboratory in the jurisdiction of the military. I'm going to say that again. 65% of the rappers that you look up to was created in the laboratory of the jurisdiction of the military. The military is not just people who go to other countries to fight. These are not soldiers. The military have different branches, and one of the branches is hip hop. One of the branches is celebrity and celebrities in Hollywood. They are all a part of the contract of the military. Bear with me because the ancestors speaking, and I'm trying to catch up to the frequency. The frequency is moving rapidly, but I'm there. I'm connected to the strings. Just like the presidents, when you study the presidents, every single president was created inside of a laboratory in a test tube that was relegated to an experimentation or a project with the federal system of the CIA. The CIA is contracted with the feds. This is a sister organization to the federal corporation. Now, a lot of y'all don't hear about the CIA today because back in the 90s and the late 80s, we heard about the CIA disrupting certain organizations and things like that they set up. But it was all staged. If I wanted to trick the population, I'll set up an organization that is for the people, but then be the mouthpiece and pull the strings for that organization, right? And have the people think on emotions to fight the CIA when all along the CIA is running an organization that you are finding favor with. A lot of y'all don't know that. I can call some of the organizations right now and y'all will be mad. Nation of Islam, Black Panthers. Think about what I'm saying. They can't get you with a so-called white face. So they have to use a face that is identical to yours to get you. This is a smart chess move. This is how I would do it if I was trying to conquer a people for myself. A lot of the celebrities is not real. They don't have birth certificates. This is why when Obama came out, they said that Obama didn't have a birth certificate. The Republicans was trying to tell you something. So what they do, they condition you to think that the Democrats and Republicans are two people fighting against each other when they are both being paid by the same entity. And they play games with your mind because it is a project. They get you in a laboratory called the United States to make you think that one party is different from the other party. And they make the other party that you are against tell you the truth because they have already conditioned you to think that the Democrats is for you when all along they are both from the same entity. They are both from the same starship. They're both from the same bloodline energy. When I say starship, I'm talking about a shadow government that you cannot see with your physical eyes. These people have mastered the energy. While y'all trying to run around and try to find a fucking history of where you come from, You don't come from nowhere here because you're not this. You're not the physical. You are inside of the physical, and that which is inside of the physical is not here. You are not here right now. You are inside of here, which is not in the jurisdiction of the physical realm. You are being projected from a dimension that no physical government can oppress. Only if you allow it to or give energy to oppress. Why? Because your determination and your generation of energy allows them, by way of spiritual contracts, to reflect off of your ignorance to create their reality for them. Every single person that you see on television, think about what I'm saying, people. Think about what I'm saying. If the media is controlled by people who is enemies of your spiritual contact or spiritual bloodline, then why would you believe that the people that is on the television is natural beings? These are artificial people. They didn't get rid of Prodigy because Prodigy was fucking exposing some damn Illuminati. They got rid of Prodigy because Prodigy found out that Jay-Z was never from the fucking hood. This is why Jay-Z's 444 album came out directly after Prodigy passed away from this realm. A lot of these rappers that come and congregate annually in front of these Jews that control their hip-hop and the studios that they go in, they don't know half of the faces that claim they from the street. They make them act like they know each other when in all actuality they don't. This is why Nas had to smarten up. Nas and Jay-Z don't know each other. They had to play that facade because it was a part of the agenda, because they know that younger people was looking up to these two figures because they wanted to be like them. And because they wanted to be like them, they influenced the next generation of so-called slaves to be able to be put under a spell for them to control. So now the people who do go over there as natural to sign contracts, they are no longer themselves when they come back. They are no longer themselves when they come back. I ain't speaking from emotion. I'm speaking from the jurisdiction of a reflection of a reality that the ancient ancestors has given me to speak to you from. You can't be healed with physical components. Everything that you try to accomplish must have a foundation, and your foundation is to think for self first. Because everything that somebody is teaching you does not apply to you the way that it applies to them. Why do I say that in the midst of me teaching on the subject that I'm teaching? Because not only is the television a mechanism of oppression, but it is a teacher that many of us look up to as a way or as a navigator to live our life. We think that a reality show is really reality, but in actuality, it is something to put you to sleep on a frequency where they can control you. People wake up. There's more conscious people asleep than people that is in religion. I'm going to say that shit again. I don't think you heard me. There's more conscious people that is asleep than people that is in religion. Why do I say that? Because the people who left religion to come into the conscious jurisdiction only graduated into a realm that catered to their ego as far as them feeling superior, not knowing that they are already superior without history attached to them by people who created their history. Everybody have their own just let me give you an example. My fingerprint is not your fingerprint, meaning that my history is not your history. They put the black title on you so that they can make you think that all of your history of the people who look black is the same. That's how they got you. Once you snap out of that shit, it's over for them. Because you will see that the reflection of nature is self-preservation, and the reflection of nature is history in itself. You have to make your own history instead of talking about history. Even if that history was a real that you are admiring and honoring, it is not for you to look back at and to keep yourself asleep until you leave the realm. It is for you to gain and to see things that they couldn't see so that you can add on to the history that the people that you are honoring brought for you. Not for you to keep looking back because you being fucking lazy. Create your own fucking history. And stop talking about what this ancestor done or that ancestor done. You are an ancestor. You worse than the people who gave you religion. They told you that Christ is somebody that's in the sky, being a human, when Christ was really in you, being reflected by way of photosynthesis to be turned or transferred from light into energy, which is the sun in the sky that's keeping your cells in cosmic rhythm to the heartbeat of the fucking universe. So all of these people that you look up to are artificial. They are not real. And one day you will see it. Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor, I'm out. Peace.